Hi friends, welcome back. It's Kate. Today's class is a super fun one. We are going to work on our headstand. So this is not a typical vinyasa class. If you want one of those, head to the description and you can flow it out with me in a different class. This class has 4 sections. We're going to break it down into hamstring stretches, core work, glute work, and then headstand drills. We're going to work on hamstring stretches because in order to seamlessly float up into our headstand, we need to have enough mobility in the back chain and lower part of our body to walk our feet close so that we can get that float up that you see. We're going to work our core, our abdominals, so that we can stabilize ourselves when we're inverted. The last thing we want to do is be out of control. So having a really activated, fired up core is going to stabilize us. Same with the glutes. We're going to use the front of our core, the back of our core, and our glutes to hold us upside down, really steady. If you don't have your headstand yet, that's great. This class is going to move you in that direction and build up the strength so that you can hold yourself upside down in a headstand. If you do have your headstand, this class is going to strengthen your practice. If you practice this class and you like it, give it a loving thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know where you're at in your headstand journey, maybe how long you've been practicing, and subscribe if you want to practice more yoga together, or you want to do headstand level 2 class coming out soon. But when you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. All right, friends, let's start this fun headstand class at the back of our mat, and you can take an easy seat or toes pose where you tuck your toes under. This is really great for foot mobility and foot health. And we'll just arrive here on our mat, so I offer for you to close down the eyes if that's comfortable to you. Find a long spine and just tap into your breath. Make it easy. You don't have to force it at all. And on your next inhale, your shoulders shrug up to your ears. And then exhale them down your back, open mouth. A few more like that. Exaggerate it. One more. And then leave your shoulders down your back, seal your lips, and take a few silent breaths. Just a little stillness, intentionally. Soften the eyes, the jaw, maybe even soften the space between the eyelids. Maybe a little smile comes to your face and you can gently blink your eyes open. And we will crawl forward into a high plank. So, feet and heels reaching back behind you. Long spine, long neck. And there's a concert going on outside, so we got a little bit of free jams to do our headstand. And we're going to take knees to our elbows here, alternating. So let's start with our right and really touch the knee to your elbow and send it back. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. For 5, 4, really crunch in, use the obliques. 2, 1, downward dog. Press into the hands a lot. Now, since the goal of this section of the class, this hamstring section, is to elongate our back chain of our body and the back of our legs, pedal it out really deeply here. Try to reach your heel to the floor, but at the same time, keep this anterior pelvic tilt with the hips. So maybe even try a posterior tilt where you scoop your hip bones up towards your ribs and then flare your hip bones up towards the sky. And that flaring of the hip bones up towards the sky is what we're looking for, that anterior tilt here. Navel in towards the spine, and we'll take some spinal rolls up into plank. So inhale, roll to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, roll to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, roll to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here. We'll work this downward dog into dolphin and back again. So lock the core up. Your navel is in towards your spine, and then drop your elbows to the ground. Press into your hands. Lift back up, downward dog. Drop to the ground, dolphin pose. Lift back up, down dog. 2 more. Drop dolphin. Lift up. Drop dolphin. Lift up. Nice. Inhale your right leg up. Bend at the knee. Point your knee towards the sky and your right foot towards your glute. Really squeeze it forward and find whatever movement you need here. Maybe that's ankle twists or knee rotations. And then tiger curl. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Lizard pose. So find movement here to get deep into our hips to find that mobility for our headstand. Rock forward, maybe side to side. Maybe you come out and then back in. You can sink in, untuck the back toe, and magnetize your left hip down towards the mat. Really be intentional with this opening. You can even take your arm and open your right leg, coming onto the knife's edge, the pinky side of your right foot. Three more breaths, and whatever variation you need here. Replant the foot, tuck the back toe, straighten both legs, pyramid. Shorten your stance just a bit, and we'll take pyramid pulses here. So nice and controlled on the inhale, pop the back heel. Exhale, lower. You can always have a micro bend in this front knee. Inhale, pop the back heel. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Inhale, up, down. Inhale, up, down. Inhale, up and down. Rebend in that front leg. Crawl your hands around until you find your wide-legged forward fold. Toes pointed towards the long edge of the mat here. And just pull it in. Instead of trying to get your nose to the mat, where maybe you're rounding a lot, instead find a long spine and shine your chest towards the mat. Maybe you sway a little side to side. Then plant your left hand. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand plants. Inhale, left arm up. Twist. Exhale, left hand plants. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand plants. Inhale, left arm up. 1 more time each side. Exhale, plant. Inhale, up. Exhale, plant. Inhale, up. Both hands meet the floor. Swivel back to the front edge of your mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left foot. Exhale through your chaturanga. Inhale to up dog, get a little bit of arm strength in there. And then slow and intentional, back to downward dog. Use the core. Beautiful. Inhale your left leg up. Bend at the knee. Your knee points skyward. Your left foot back towards your glute. And then any motion you need here. Exhale, tiger curl, knee to nose. Step your left foot out of. Google's trying to talk to me. Step your left foot off to the left side of the mat. Stay on with a tucked toe for floating lizard. So shining your chest forward. shifting front to back, maybe even shifting side to side, coming out of it, then sinking back in, just really getting into the 360 ball and socket of the hip. That way we can easily walk our feet close to our body in a headstand. Then untuck the back toe, magnetize your right hip towards the mat. So really opening up intentionally here. Few deep breaths. Option to come onto the pinky side of your left foot and open up. Nice. We'll replant the left foot, tuck the back leg, straighten both legs into pyramid pose, shorten your stance just a bit, and then we'll take the same pulse as we did on the other side. On the inhale, right heel comes up, exhale, lower, inhale up, exhale, lower, inhale up, exhale, lower, inhale up, exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, exhale. Swivel your hands to the long side of the mat, wide-legged forward fold here. Okay, walk your hands over to your right leg. Inhale through center. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, right leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, left leg. Then come up to center, and we'll take some cat-cows here. So inhale, look up, tummy drops, tailbone rises. It's smaller movements here because we're a little bit more restricted. Exhale, round, chin to chest. Inhale, look up, tailbone rises. Exhale, chin to chest, round through each vertebrae. Two more big breaths. Inhale. Exhale. And crawl your hands forward to the top of the mat. Rebend your left leg. Step it back. And either go right to downward dog or exhale through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Walk your feet all the way to meet your hands. Inhale to a half lift. And exhale, fold. And slowly with control, come all the way down to a seat. We're going to move on to the core part of class. So right away, lean back, coming into Navasana or boat pose. So this one can be supported or with arms by your side, and we're going to take taps, starting with your right foot. Tap for 1, left for 2, alternating right for 3, 4, 5. So make your chest broad here, so we're not caving in on ourselves. Open up, and keep your navel in. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come all the way down. Your right knee into your chest, your left leg out long, hovering off the ground. Your left elbow comes to your right knee. Slow yogi bicycles. Switch it out. Switch it out to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Instead of getting your elbow to your knee, see if you can get your armpits to your knee. It's going to activate the core more, and that's what we're looking for, is this almost a hollow body shape in the headstand. See if your straight leg can come a little lower to the floor. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. L legs, your left leg high up in the air, your right leg straight and hovering off the ground. Kali Mudra with the hands, so all the fingers intertwined except for the pointer and the thumb. And we're going to take 5 crunches at the ankle, kind of a quick pace. So ankle, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the hips, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it out, right leg up, ankle, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That whole set again, starting at the ankle, left side, 5, 4, faster, 2, 1. At the knee, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch them out. Ankle, right side, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock and roll all the way up. Come into a high plank. Mountain climbers, fast pace, up, 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 up. Bring your knee high into your chest. Your navel is up towards your spine. We're getting the heart rate up, but more so, we're activating our core. This final little burst of core work for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Knees come to the ground. We're moving into the glute part of class. So come to this tabletop position, and your right leg comes up in a hydrant. It's bent right up to the right side. Then lower, raise, lower, raise, lower, raise. So every time you get to the top of your hydrant, squeeze it up a little bit more. Try to get it in line with your body if you can. We're gonna activate our obliques here, our core here, mainly our glutes. And that's what's gonna stabilize us when we're inverted. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that hydrant and kick it back now. Bent leg kick back. So try to keep your ribs knitted in here. Don't flare them out too much, turning it into a back bend. Instead, we're going to keep them engaged, keep the navel in, and kick up with control. See if you can go a little bit higher. If you're shaking at the top, that's good. That's the activation we want. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rainbow kicks. So your right foot is off to the right side of the mat. Kick up and over to the left. So we're making this archy rainbow with our foot. We'll do tap, tap, tap. Squeeze at the top, tap, 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 tap. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee meets left knee. Move right on to the left side here. So hydrants on the left, squeezing up at the top. This is going to make our body strong, our entire abdomen activated, so that when we go into a headstand, we're going to be able to control our inverted body. The last thing that we want is to be out of control. That's how injuries occur. So we'll do this for 7, 6, 5, 4, a little higher, 3, 2, 1. Now donkey kicks back. Knit the ribs in here. If your wrists are getting tired, feel free to come onto your forearms here. Keep the breath even. Kick up, up, a little higher, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rainbow kick, so your left foot is off the mat on the left side. Kick up and over to the right side. Big arches here. Keep the glute engaged the entire time. For tap, 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 tap. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Tuck the toes, send your hips back and up to downward dog just to pedal it out a bit. So stay here as long as you'd like, and when you're ready, we'll take a seat on our mat. So let's get into our headstand drills. Now that our lower body is fired up and flexible, now that our core is turned on and our glutes are activated, we're ready. First thing you need to know is about the hand position. So imagine if there's a book on top of your head, your hands, fingers intertwined, pinkies up towards the sky, come behind your head as if they were an addition, an elongation of the shelf that book is sitting on. So they're not on top of your head. There's really no weight on your hands. It's more of a support system right in the back of your head. So set up towards the top of your mat. Put your hands down first. Your elbows should be shoulder distance apart. And we're just gonna take a modest setup here. So come to the very top of your head on your knees still. So this might be where you are in today's class. This is an inversion. Anytime that your head is below your heart, it's an inversion. Think downward dog, think forward fold. So if this is where you are and you're getting lightheaded or you're not used to this, stay here. Practice this. Maybe you practice straightening one leg with the other leg's knee on the mat, and then switching that out. If this is comfortable to you, then come onto your tiptoes and straighten your legs. So if your legs are quite far away from your body, then your hips won't be stacked over your head. So the first thing that we're going to work on is walking our feet closer to our body so our hips are stacked. So you might be with your feet quite far away from your head, and maybe that's where you are today. And you just work on taking one step up, taking a deep breath, and then coming out. Or if you have the mobility in the back chain of your body and that feels quite comfortable for you, then we will take a step up, get our hips over our head, so that way it distributes the weight evenly. We're not crunching. We're not putting any weight on any one specific part of the spine. And you can stay here. Or play with coming onto one foot and tucking the other foot back towards the glutes. So you're connected at the knees are glued together, but maybe we just bring that right foot up to our glutes. And maybe you just hold this for a breath. Maybe set it down, glue the knees together, and bring the left foot up towards the glute. And then come down. So check here your alignment. Maybe you come out of your position of headstand, roll out your shoulders just a bit. You don't want to stay inverted for too long, especially if you're just getting your headstand. So it's fine to come out, take a breather, then come back in. Roll out the shoulders a little bit, make sure your neck's feeling good. We always want to protect our spine. And then let's go back into it. Whatever level you were at before, maybe you were just walking your feet in, or maybe you were taking alternative leg tucks. Let's add on to that. So coming into our headstand position, walking our hips over our head so that we can get that seamless float up, because this is a lot easier to enter into a headstand than it is from here where our hips are not over our head. So our hips over our head now. Let's tuck our right foot in. Maybe let's come to the tiptoes of our left foot. Ooh, you can maybe kind of feel the weight shifting. So maybe you take a little float of the left foot up, navel in towards the spine, core on. And maybe you touch down with the left foot. Never kicking up here, only with control. So if you're just doing the tuck, that's fine. Switch out the legs, tuck up the left foot, come to the tiptoes of the right foot, shift your hips back in space, and maybe you float your right foot off. Then lower down. Come out. Take a little breather. Make sure that you're honoring the headstand here. Being inverted can be intense. So always know to listen to your body Whatever breaks you need, perfectly fine. Now let's get into it. Let's add on. We just did a tuck and a little float. Here's the next level. Coming into your headstand. Coming onto our feet. Walking our feet in, our hips are over our head. Tuck up the right foot. Come to the tiptoes of the left foot. Maybe we float it up. So our left foot is floated, and maybe we slowly bend the left foot to tuck it up too. So this is a great place to be because from here to straightening the legs, it's not too much more effort because at least you can hold your balance. If you're tucked, you can stay here, start to straighten your legs, or you can untuck and try the other side. So let's try that now. Right foot on the floor, left foot tucked up, knees glued together. Come to the tiptoe of the right foot, lean the hips back, right foot floats off the mat, and tucks in. So maybe you just stay here and practice this little ball tuck. Or maybe you slowly straighten your legs. Wherever you are today is perfectly fine. Point or flex your feet so the activation is through the legs. Glutes are on here. And then slow, lower down. Untuck. Come out of the headstand. Take a breather. So these are the headstand drills to practice, to get into a straight line. There are other fun headstand postures like inverted lotus, splits headstand, or wavy leg headstands, and that'll be in part 2. So stay tuned for that, but definitely work these drills to strengthen your headstand. I hope you have a super awesome day. Come back to this video as often as you'd like to strengthen your headstand practice, and I'll see you in the next one.